Hi, my name is Jason Wampler. This is another episode of An Axe to Grind. I'm in Los Angeles Public Library on Florence, and this is another blog, another episode of An Axe to Grind with your host, me, Jason Wampler. And I just don't look that well. Boy, my forehead is growing, and my hair is finding another place to live. Anyway, so here we go. I left a blog about eBay, and right after I left that blog, they freed up some money, about $10.30, which is a token gesture of their desperation. They said they released the money to my bank. That was 3 days ago. I have yet to see any of that money. This now represents the the third week. We're going on 21 days since I sold my first item on eBay, and I have yet to see any money whatsoever. I canceled all my listings. I canceled all the sales. They sold me a shipping label when I pressed the wrong button, and I was thinking, well, I'll just print the shipping label out since I paid for it, and I'll ship the item out. But you know what? The item has not been paid for. So that's it. So I'm not doing anything with eBay until I get money from them. Now I have $30 more that they're going to hold indefinitely. I don't care how things work with eBay. They've just been holding on to my money for too long. They're engaged in Shylock activities. I have no idea when that $10.30 is going to hit. But after working with eBay for 3 weeks and only making $10.30 that I still have to wait for, it's just not worth my while. I'm just not going to do it. So my advice stands: stay away from eBay. Do not give them any of your money. They still won't allow me to delete my account, so I have to call Go-To Bank. I'm going to do that sometime later on today and discuss the situation with them. I'm going to also call Venmo, but Venmo is associated with PayPal. PayPal is associated with eBay, so I know how I'm going to do that. I think I might just try and maintain the peace with Venmo. All I do is get money in my account in Venmo, and then I truck it right back out. That my uncle sends me money to support me while I'm getting my writing career and my engineering career off the ground, and he uses Venmo. I don't want him to go through the trouble of having to use another account, so Venmo will just be a stop point for my money. I'll get it in, I'll get it out as soon as I can. That's all I'm going to use Venmo for. eBay, for whatever reason, I think they might be in some type of financial trouble. They're having trouble maintaining their financial solvency, and they're holding on to people's money. They're not releasing people's money. They do not, and I repeat, they do not have a customer service phone number. If you call a customer service phone number and they say they're with eBay customer service, it is a scam. Be very careful. Don't give them your personal information. Don't give your banking information. Don't give them any money. Be very careful. These people they're not that smart. They're just relentless. It's like ripping people off is just part of their life. They're rationalizing that it's okay to do that sort of thing. So again, be very careful. If you're doing business with eBay and you have a regular account that's working out and they're actually sending you money on a regular basis, then more power to you. I'm just not having any luck with them. And the other thing is I can't even find out how to shut my accounts down. I've been trying to do that as well. I abandon accounts, they keep them open. I think that either they're trying to make more money to evaluate their stock and report positive gains in their quarterly financials to make their public their investors and shareholders happy, and so now they're reverting to information harvest. What do they call it? Data harvesting, which is a corporate-friendly version of identity theft. It's now an international big business. There's no such thing as identity theft anymore. It's all done by large corporations. It makes money. It provides market research, and it's another way for eBay to make that kind of money. And now they're in the business as well. So Go-To Bank, I'm trying to guard that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off on calling Go-To until that $10.30 deposit hits. And like I said, I'm going to be honest with you. My first item sold and was shipped on the 6th of this month. It's now the 20th, so maybe it's an exaggeration. So 6 minus 20 is 14, so that's 2 weeks. But 2 weeks to wait for $10.30 that I still haven't received in my bank. So what kind of job is that? So if you work at a job part-time and you only make $10.30 and your boss tells you you have to wait another 5 days for the $10.30 after you already worked for him part-time for 2 weeks, is something like that worth it? And I've got a lot of high-ticket items. I've got an Apple iPad, I've got a skateboard, I've got a Yamaha keyboard, I've got a bunch of tools that I'm selling. my recommendation is to go ahead and get a seller's account on Amazon, Craigslist, OfferUp, or Mercari. Those 4 different sites. Mercari is not as good. OfferUp kind of works, but you have to work with it a certain way. Um, Craigslist is intelligent because they just charge you up front for listing. For if you're going to list something, you got to pay them up front, and that's it. And then after you sell it, you can do whatever you want with it. And they'll list the item for as long as you let them, up to 30 days until you get it sold. And Craigslist is actually a very, very transparent, very straightforward, trustworthy website. So initially it was not. eBay, I wouldn't trust them. Be very, very, very careful with eBay. If you already have an established working relationship with them and they are actually sharing or transferring money into your account, that's fine. But as I mentioned, if you're having trouble getting money out of eBay, it might be time to consider fishing or cutting bait. I would get out of eBay as soon as you can. Don't do business with them. Don't give them your banking information, your social security, your date of birth, your driver's license number. Don't, you know, and again, these false customer service numbers. These people are scammers. When they start, saying, "Well, I'm going to help you with your Amazon account," well, I don't have an Amazon account. The guy slipped up, and they start asking you for your bank account routing number and account number is one thing. They start asking for your password and username. They're trying to hack your account. So be very careful. So that's another thing. So these scam artists are attaching onto eBay. I don't know if eBay is fostering that or not. I know eBay is now in the business of harvesting personal data and selling it as another income stream for their corporation. I know that for a fact. Stay away from eBay. If you're thinking about just starting with eBay, don't do it. Don't give them any of your information. Don't start an account with them. Like I said, if you have an established account with them and you are making a regular income with them, that's fine. They trust you and they understand you and you're their cash cow. They're not going to hurt you. A guy like me, like I said, I've worked for 2 weeks part-time trying to establish a seller's account, and I'm still waiting on a $10.30 credit to my go-to bank account. Okay, and I've already sold over $110 worth of products, and I had to cancel a $100 sale because the person flaked out on me. Maybe they don't trust eBay either, but that's over $210 in sales in 2 weeks, less than part-time. And guess what? Guess what? All I'm going to get is $10.30. A bunch of canceled transactions, a bunch of aggravation. I spent nearly 10 hours on the phone. I spent 4 hours on the internet. Can't get a customer service number, can't get somebody on the line to talk to, and I'm still waiting on that $10.30 credit to go to my go-to bank account after all that effort. eBay is not worth it. Stay away from them. Anyway, this is Nathan Wampler. I'm at the 7-minute, 51-second mark. This has been another episode of AnAxToGrind. You guys take care and stay safe, all right?